the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, David Payne.
Starts tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
In
It's
town.
like theaters here in town.
Everything we've seen is so gripping on
These stories that we're telling with this are really gripping too. I mean, this is good stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
So locally, in town tomorrow, it'll hit the theaters.
All right, looking forward to that.
A lot of kids are out of school tomorrow and the next day for
I'm
fall
taking it
break.
off too. It's fall break for me.
You deserve it.
Oh, really?
No.
That was in the teleprompter, doesn't count. Great looking weather coming up for fall break. Whether it was last weekend or this weekend, whatever, it looks good, it looks quiet. No risk of any severe weather coming up the next several days, so here we go. We're doing all right here on a Wednesday evening. We have clear skies still. We had some clouds in northern and eastern Oklahoma a little earlier, still a few in the far east, but not a big deal. Downtown looks good, it looks quiet, part of our Lucky Star Skycam network. All is clear, not only, again, in downtown, but nearly statewide. 64 degrees in Oklahoma City, a light north wind now at 13. That little front that came through here about 6 o'clock today, that is now south of Oklahoma City, headed off to the south slowly. Our humidity at 46%. Dew points in the 40s, the air still dry. And there's your front. Not much of a front behind it, 50s and 60s. Out ahead of it, mainly 60s, so it is slightly cooler. And you'll notice it tomorrow, it will be slightly cooler tomorrow. This map, one thing that really stands out, not so much this, right? Looking at the U.S., not much going on up here, but that is Norma, and that is going to head north towards Oklahoma. It's a hurricane. More on that coming up. It's going to come right up through Mexico into Texas and Oklahoma. That'll be our first storm on the 9-day. Short term, this front sliding to our southeast. We're back in that north flow for a couple of days. So beautiful weather, quiet weather, and again, cooler weather for tomorrow. And then we start to warm things back up by your Friday, big time. So there's Norma, 1,500 miles away. Here's Oklahoma. Keep an eye on that, okay? That's storm number one. Storm number two, 2,700 miles away from Oklahoma, out here over the Pacific. That's headed east, and there's another third and a fourth storm possibly in behind storm number two, but they're lined up. So we're dry, we're quiet, we're warm through the weekend, through Monday. No chance of rain through Monday. And then by Tuesday, clouds roll in. Here comes Norma. That will give us our first wave of rain and thunderstorms. It will combine energy with the storm to the west. So with that, rain increases for your Tuesday night into Wednesday. That'll be kind of that first main storm. Moisture's abundant. Might have a little severe weather. Instability is not that high, but the shear or the spin in the atmosphere is going to come up some. And then another storm as we get into your Thursday and Friday. And folks, there could be another one in behind that for that following weekend. All right, so we might have a lot of rain, and for some of us, maybe too much rain. So the path of Norma, it's going to do the old sneak around the ridge of high pressure. It's going to go on the west side of it, come up around that and into Oklahoma, and then it kind of joins hands with this thing coming out of the west. A lot going on. Rain amounts, again, this map will change, but rain amounts from next Tuesday through the following weekend, 3, 4, 5 inches of rain. Some model data is a lot more than that. But right now we'll stay on the conservative side. I guess that's conservative, right? But either way, this would put a nice dent in the drought, no doubt about it. All right, lows tonight, upper 40s and low 50s, nice and cool. Highs tomorrow in the upper 70s, 80s out west. Beautiful tomorrow with a north breeze, no problems there. Back into the warm stuff on Friday, back to the 80s. And yes, that is a 90-degree temperature in Altus on Friday. 90 forecast, weak front on Saturday, not a big deal. Low 80s, Monday's your warmest day, 84. Tuesday, Wednesday, wet, wet, wet. We might get a little break Thursday, and then Thursday night into Friday, another wave, and then possibly another wave after that. Morning lows warming back up into the 60s. Wow, October looking good and looking wet down the road. Don't go away, sports is next.